So, just so you guys know, this blaster, that the parent blaster this blaster's based off of, known as the Nerf Star Shot, which was discontinued in 2015. Um, if you want to get one now. Because right now, the lowest price I've seen on eBay is $35. And the highest price I've seen is $60 for a Nerf Star Shot new in box. Wow. This coming from a pistol that was originally $20 and they couldn't sell it because it was too expensive. Let me explain something. I'm not Pink Crush. People think this is a Pink Crush. No, it's not Pink Crush. I hear that all the time. Oh yeah, you're Bird of Prey made from a Pink Crush. No, I'm not kidding. I have to fence that one at least once a week, maybe twice. No, Bird of Prey is based off a Star Shot. It needs the longer catch relief in order to put in long shot springs, move up the head. The geometry of the plunger rod is of such that it's triangular, as where like your Pink Crush is flat and then it notches like so. Can't take as much spring load. This thing can take a lot of spring load. It's beautiful, beautiful geometry. Makes it so it's not just sleek, it is also just redistributes the force forward and back when you fire it. It makes it so you can put a really high yield. Before the Pink Crush and the Star Shot became a thing, you really had to use ABS rod, aluminum rod, Delrin rod, nylon rod in order to make something that was good. And while people were at it, they made it so it can use a full K26, for example. You had to usually um, remake your trigger catches out of polycarb or nylon or a strong material. The the Bird of Prey is a lot like a rainbow pistol. You may notice that. Okay, where it's just a little can there. You got a guillotine catch here. It's like so. It's even got a shorter draw than I would even say a rainbow pistol, and it does not have a rainbow catch system. It's a guillotine catch system, so don't get confused. But it works on much the same principle, and it fires extremely Nazi fast. I mean, you're talking. I can get one of these up to almost 300 feet per second. Not quite consistently 300, but I have had some shots that have pulled 300, and they're fairly durable. This one was built November of 2014. It's still going. However, I have to take this apart because I have to replace the twin springs in here. Yeah. Huh. So, if you want to get one of these, get it because look at the behemoth amount of power one of these can take. One of these shells can take if it's properly put together. I'm going to change them out for some Nerf Turf springs, I think. And that'll be cool. But I was flabbergasted today. Now, I knew that they were getting up there. I knew they were getting up in the 35s. When I bought my very last case of them, I think I got them for $24 a piece, and I bought 5 of them in a case. Okay? Nowadays, $60. And that's not even before shipping, mind you. That's not even shipping included. Okay? Excuse me, that's not even shipping included. That's crazy. This thing is going the way of the Crossbow, and it's crazy. Now, the crazier thing about it is you have such a high price for a blaster, and the blaster is a good blaster. It's like a Star Shot, but it has the light. It's a little longer. You got the double trigger for the light, so it's a lot like the Fire Strike. The problem is it's got much nicer bows, bowstring and bow wings. The problem is that it came with a target set, and it came with batteries. Which, if you see my videos, one of my gripes was they put GP lead acid batteries, and they were advertising that it sponsoring for Energizer. Which made me crack up when I opened the batteries or Energizer. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the people in Pawtucket, they hate me. Hasbro hates me, I'm pretty sure. Especially now I'm working for Jet Blasters. I'm sure they hate me. Okay. um, the whole blaster was just wrongly introduced. Okay, it was just wrongly introduced. It needed to be introduced as a single pistol, by itself with a light. But then you would have ran into the problem, of course, of, well, we already have the Pink Crush. We already have the small little pistol. What's the value of a Star Shot? Good point. And that was the other problem too, is that you had too much of you had two product lines that were the same. You had a single Pink Crush, and you had a single Star Shot. The Star Shot mechanism is not much different, if you keep it stock. The performance is about the same, and it has a light. Well, who's going to pay $12 rather than $10 extra for the light? Which I'm guessing that the Star Shot, without the target and trying to put batteries in it, would probably be about $12 because you have the bow. It wouldn't be the same price as the Fire Strike because you have the bow wing and everything else. Um, so that was the other problem, is that the Star Shot was cannibalized by the Pink Crush, and so they didn't really sell that many Star Shots. But the Star Shot is, in modding terms, probably the most perfect pistol you can get, that's super stock anywhere. Now let's get back to the most ironic part of the price going, basically this thing going crossbow. And it is. It's going crossbow. And I have to try to get some while I can. Nobody mods these. Okay, for years I was the only guy who modded a Star Shot. Okay. For years. Finally, we got a couple people that are starting to mod them. We got Paige, on Tree's trying to make a bird of prey. He's pretty good. It's getting up there. He has to get brave and try to throw like 30 kilograms in one once and just reinforce everything, and he'll be cool. He might have done it already, as a matter of fact. There's been several other attempts to build one. That's really cool, but in reality, I've never seen, you know what I'm saying? Like, anybody really seriously taking a Star Shot to a battle and throwing like 28 kilograms in it and firing it like I do. I've never seen anybody do that. Still haven't. Still haven't. Um, so it's not like a crossbow where you've got the boys in the Nick, you got Langley, you got Chicken, you've got Drac, you've got all these people all using crossbows. Okay, taking the old Kenner 1995 crossbow and using it. Okay, it's not like you have hundreds and thousands of people using a crossbow and thus bringing up the price of the crossbow to like over $300. It's not like that. It's a blaster that very few people are using in modding terms. So my question is, why is the price so high? It is possible that, okay, we got the very last new in box ones. True. But what is it? I know I know the bird of prey. It's not. It's legendary in the means of it has mystique because one person specializes in modding it and doing it and all that. But it's not popular and famous. Let's say like a snap pull, a plus bow, a crossbow, a 3B, a 4B. Okay, nothing like that. Nothing like that. And I don't get it. Even the red long shot, okay, was sought after because lots of people use long shots and there were so few of the red ones, pushing the price to stratospheric heights. I don't get it. I mean, there's the idea, okay, a Star Shot could do the kind of performance figure Cartier got out of it. Maybe, but I don't think I'm that popular. But then again, when I actually said to myself, "Oh, I'm not that popular," I remember people at the Singapore conference going, "Yeah, Chris, actually, you are." So I don't know. I don't know. I am baffled. But long story short, you want a Star Shot, get one because after now you probably won't be able to get one new in box, and you probably, and I do emphasize new in box for new builds, especially when you're talking something that specializes as a bird of prey. Definitely. And I don't think they're ever going to make a Star Shot again or something like a Star Shot. I hope they do. I hope they do. This was out with the first of the Rebel line. If you look at the blaster, if and get rid of the scope and get rid of this and this, it's not a bad blaster with bad lines. It really isn't. It's got good lines to it. If you were to change this to a different color, and then change this to a different color, I mean, maybe make this like sparkly gold, and then make this like, I don't know, magenta or tan or some other crazy color. You can probably make another good girl's pistol out of it. You could, I mean, in reality, it's cool, but it still suffers from the same problem. It's cannibalized by the Pink Rush. It will always be cannibalized by the Pink Rush. And people will always say, why should I spend a couple bucks extra on a Star Shot when I can just get a Pink Rush or a Pink Rush variant at this point? Well, at any rate, this is Chris Cartea. Don't you go changing.